Growing up, I thought like, okay, if I want to be attractive, I have to have a six-pack.
So I feel like I would be ranked last just because I don't really fit that type of standard.
Oh yes, today we're judging men's bodies. And Mama's ready to be harsh. Come here, my pets. Time for Mama's opinion. And remember, Mother knows best. So Jubilee posted a video, whose body is the most attractive? And before I even watched it, I did what most people did. Run straight to the comment section, and people were pissed. This video pissed me off. Omari clearly was the most attractive body type, and the people who don't are trying to make him feel bad. They weren't supposed to rank themselves based on compatibility. I rolled my eyes when he said, I'm going to vote for people based on their energy. So it seemed that these men couldn't do their job. Never send a weak man to do a woman's job. Ladies, it's time to judge correctly. You guys know who I am, right? Or you guys just think this is who I am? You'll never know. Is it a character or is it really me? Am I truly Mother Gothel herself in the flesh? You'll never know.
For this episode, we're actually going to reveal the audience ranking first.
Oh, okay. Let me do mine first, based completely off looks. Here are the subjects. Boom, last place. What? They're basing it off first impression. A body like that says, I don't care about my health. Could they be losing weight? Of course they could, but I don't know that just by looking at them. Boom, fourth place. If it was a tattoo competition, baby, you would win. Mama like, but it's not. I like men that look like they work out, and his arms look very small compared to his body, which signals to me that he's got a lot of atrophy going on. Lack of muscle, which means lack of strength training. That is actually very bad as we age. Look at me, I'm almost 100 years old and I still haven't disintegrated yet. Right? Anyway, as we age and the lack of muscle, it'll increase our chances of osteoporosis. And I don't want that in my lover. The large gut signifies to me that he's been eating way too much and probably drinks way too much alcohol. Get this one, it doesn't affect you at all. It's Mama's little potion. Keeps you thin. He seems to have a body that's not quite skinny fat, but still kind of skinny fat, just a little bigger. And skinny fat is still not healthy. Now, time for third place. This one is a little hard. It's between these two. I'm trying not to base it off of the energy because that's what was the main critique in the comment section. Body 2 definitely lacked confidence, and though he was a very slimmer build, he's not a toothpick with absolutely no muscle. He does have some sort of muscle on him. Actually, he has more muscle than Tattoo Man, who was bigger than him. He really does have a very beautiful base. If he started eating more protein, lifting heavier, he could be an IRL anime character and do some sexy cosplays. Mama would like. Body 1 has a stronger stance than Body 2, but basing it off of bodies right now, I choose the Asian man, honestly, because I can see the lean muscle and that attracts me right now. It's doing something down there to my lady muscles. And number 1, ladies, is the obvious. The man that clearly works for his body, pays attention to what he puts in it, and eludes masculine energy, which I enjoy, a masculine man. That doesn't tell me what to do. Mother Gothel listens to no one. The prize goes to the black guy. I don't know his name because I haven't been paying attention to names. This video has nothing to do with their names and all about looks, so I'm gonna call him the black guy. Actually, we should probably name all of them. Fat guy, tattoo guy, anime guy. So I'm struggling on what to call him. What is his race, his nationality? I'm not too sure, so I'm just gonna say gray shorts guy. Only guy there with gray shorts. All right, so now that we crowned the body king, let's see how the audience ranks the men.
The world has voted most attractive body type.
So pretty much how we ranked them, minus anime guy and gray shorts guy, were flip-flopped.
I totally understand the audience ranking because if you're looking at just physicality, not even knowing our personalities or who we are, of course we're gonna have, sexy six-pack over here and, me over here.
Yes, because that's the challenge. Look at him eating a banana. He's like, I swear I'm healthy, see? A banana! Why is he eating a banana during the interview? Was this a personal choice, or did the producers say, hey, here's a prop, now go? And he just started eating it. Anyway, that's the challenge. We don't need to explain things, my boy. Mama is a physical mama. I don't care about your personality. Shh, let me judge. Guys, for real though, I know you've seen that meme of that old lady at the gym sipping her wine and just like looking at all the men. That will be me in like 50 years.
I think Latinos are hella sexy.
I mean, it's not which nationality is the sexiest, and isn't that a very broad statement? That's like me saying all black men are sexy, and then here comes some Flavor Flav looking motherfucker swinging his clock around.
Yeah, boy! comfortable, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it's hard for me to really judge on it. But yes, the audience has voted. I was expected to be probably more down the line, maybe like 3 or 4. Growing up, I was always like, told like, hey man, you look like a twig or you're very skinny.
I feel like it's pretty okay to feel comfortable when you're the 2 slut though. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh no, this is fine. I'm the second hottest in the room. I guess I'm okay with it.
Yeah, right? Of course he's comfortable now that he's the second hottest in the room. He also, similar to Anime Guy, if he weight trains appropriately and combines it with a diet, he could have a really nice muscular body. He's got a great base, and he looks like he already works out his arms and chest a lot. Chest almost as big as mine, and a very, very tiny waist. Some of us SpongeBob waisted boxy girls would kill for that waist. Literally. Kill.
Yeah, I'm not shocked because when I was younger growing up, that's exactly the body type that I wanted to look like. My whole life I compared myself to that, so I think it's expected.
Okay, let's be real for a second. Let me put my wine down. Let me put my wine glass down for a second. You really have to be at least like a tiny bit confident if you were to do this. Imagine getting last place and you already feel like you're a last place person when it comes to your body. And this guy already said all through his childhood, he idolized these muscular body types. But as you can see, he never achieved it. I'm not sure how his mental state is, but when I did bodybuilding and everyone has these amazing physiques, lean as a freak, abs, very low body fat, and you could tell when someone got last place, my God. And last place for the Anime Bodies Tournament of the Year goes to Boruto. It just killed them internally. I've never met so many people with body issues as I have being in the bodybuilding industry, where everyone looks like gods and goddesses. So as I was watching this, I was wondering, how is this for people like him? If it killed people who had a godlike physique, what is it doing to him and his brain? Okay, back in character. Mom is ready to judge.
So I'm not surprised, but I did have a little bit more hope.
Yeah, dude, no. I know body positivity is the new thing, but they're lying to you. This proves it, darlings. People are very visual. You see a godlike physique walking down the street with amazing abs, quads, popping like the gods, and the strength of 1,000 men. Your vagina, and if you're gay, your eggplant's probably gonna twinkle a little bit down there. Seeing the male version of Tammy Slayton roll past you and into a McDonald's won't get most people going. It's just reality. On the internet, people praise obesity. In real life, the better physique always wins. If we're gonna make it a competition, that's the truth. So now the contestants have to rearrange themselves and rank themselves on levels of attractiveness. And they have but 10 minutes to get it together, which I think is a little too much time. It's all about physicality. Should be rather easy. But these men make it hard.
How do you feel about being in the middle? Do you feel like you should be farther ahead?
Actually, I was shocked because growing up and stuff, my mom always told me that you'd be more attractive if you gained a little bit more weight. That's why I thought that I would be last, just because that society probably just thinks that skinny guys don't deserve love.
True, skinny guys have it quite difficult, very similar to obese women. Let me tell you something though, skinny men out there, listen up, open those little skinny ears. First of all, I see a lot of women who love skinny men. Just like there's plenty of men that like bigger women. My biggest sisters out there know what I'm talking about. You ain't having no issues with some men trying to clap them cheeks. You might not be the healthiest, but you all be putting it down with that booty. Some men like it. I personally never understand why people say, oh, that body type, no one likes that. Because there's literally someone out there for everybody, and physical appearance and what you find attractive is very subjective. But from someone who lifts weight and loves muscular men, there is something extremely sexy about a thin man in the gym, working hard, being focused, and lifting weights and adding muscle to his body. Woo! It's just sexy. There were plenty of men that were very thin at the gym but would work extremely hard that I would not have minded if they came around after one of my sets. I think we're starting to find out that hard work to me is just very sexy. I hate laziness.
Do any of you guys think it's wrong to want to look like another body type?
Yes.
Tattoo Man said yes very quickly. Before we get to his explanation, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's important to be realistic. For example, I'm never going to have an extremely tiny waist and, petite shoulders like Kim Kardashian. Well, now I guess she's very skinny, but let's talk curvier Kim. I know I can't look like that with just a workout routine, but I can still want a body type that's like that, that's like my version, and be realistic about it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
because I feel I had a similar, thing to you, where I used to be, roughly like 110 pounds bigger, and I remember people treating me a certain way. Dating was very tough. People didn't want to, date the type I was. And then I lose all this weight and I start getting treated differently.
Okay. I don't understand what that has to do with looking at a body and using it as motivation to change your body. Also, I see a lot of TikTok people complain about losing weight and then getting treated differently. And I really want to touch on that subject a little bit. When I lost weight, people did start treating me differently too. They were nicer, I had more people talking to me. It was just a whole different vibe. They responded differently to me, people wanted to talk to me, and it did kind of hurt my feelings, like, wow, I must have been so hideous before. But then I started thinking, I really increased my confidence as I lowered my weight and gained more muscle. I wasn't complaining as much, and yes, my body changed my work ethic. I worked a lot harder, I was more positive, I was speaking clearer, I was speaking confidently, I was talking to people, I was more outgoing. When I was bigger, I was more reserved, I looked angry, I had one of those complete stone cold, angry, bitchy faces, kind of like a defense mechanism, if no one talks to me, no one can be really mean to me and I can just be alone. So when I lost weight, usually people responded very positively to a positive person. Right now, even though I look like this, if I look angry and I mumble my words and I'm kind of, standoffish, I don't get very positive feedback. People usually just stay away from me. When my energy is positive, people gravitate around me. And many obese people, not all obese people, but many obese people's energy seems to be a little bit more depressed. And statistically speaking, obese people are more depressed than people who have less body fat.
And it really showed me like I was the same person and I wanted so bad to look like a certain type and lose a certain amount of weight. But at the end of the day, I was like, I almost kind of hate the way society's treating me as a smaller person.
I like how anime guy is shaking his head like, yep, because he's got a very reserved, low confident personality. He might be very nice and I would be nice to him, but he isn't someone I would gravitate towards. If I tried to talk to him and he was how he is being right now in this video, looking down, looking away constantly, I would think that I was making him very uncomfortable and keep it stepping because he doesn't want to talk to me. And I think people take it personally sometimes and they don't reflect on themselves. Are you radiating positive energy or are you looking like a very angry person that people just don't really want to talk to?
That's definitely an interesting answer, but me personally, if I were to answer that question, I think it's fine to want a certain body type because for me, I just use it as fuel, like motivation.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with admiring bodies. I'm happy with my body, but I still look at other women's bodies like, yes, she is looking good, she's eating healthy, she is strong, she's working out, look at that waist, look at those glutes, look at that muscle, I love it.
So as a group, do you guys ever get any criticism, or is it a lot of self-criticism? Because sometimes your own thoughts can sabotage you.
I think a lot of it for me is self-criticism.
That is so interesting coming from the most attractive guy there, but like I said, people that are in the gym, people that build their bodies like that are the most critical. It's really never enough. Constantly comparing, and then you do competitions where you get compared. I mean, that's what you do when you do competitions. You're gonna get compared and critiqued. And then if you lose, and even if you win, you're still your worst critic.
I know I'm ranked all the way over here, but when I look in the mirror, I still see 5 things, 10 things I don't like about myself and that I still want to change about myself.
See, it's very hard to get rid of those thoughts in your brain and control it.
For me personally, a lot of my criticism was projected by other people. I was plus size my whole life, so I would get made fun of in elementary and stuff like that. They would call me Ariel the Little Big Mermaid and stuff like that. Oh, this kid smells, or this kid somebody farted. It was definitely this kid.
Why did Gray Shorts guy look down when he talked about getting accused of farts? Because he knows he would have thought it was him too. Okay, honesty time, you guys. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I'm gonna expose myself just a bit. I would have thought it was him too.
How dare you!
One time at the gym, I was doing one of my long runs, 20 miles when I was doing long distance. Why was I doing that? Breakup shit. Never again. Anyway, I didn't like stopping when I would do that, and there was a very, very large, heavyset man that decided to get on the treadmill right next to me. And I was only on mile 5, and I started smelling the most funkiest fart from someone's butt cheeks engulfing me. I would breathe out of my mouth normally, and when I was doing that, I tasted it. I tasted someone's ass cheek air. Oh my God. I didn't stop though. I trekked on through, and it was going on for about 2 miles. And I had some very rude, fat-phobic thoughts about that man that day. I kept making eye notions to my friend who I noticed was pretty close to the treadmill where the Smith machine was doing her leg routine. And then the guy finally left and she walked over and I was about to talk some mad shit. And before I could say anything, she says, "Girl, I've been farting this whole time and no one noticed." Anyway, lesson learned, it's not always the fat guy. It's probably the very pretty fit girl because her protein intake is so high and she has bubble guts and she nasty.
Like I definitely want to like get healthy, but it's no longer about like being a certain body type.
Aw, I like him. Good for him. I hope he does. But what does this have to do with ranking sexiest body types? Could you imagine at a bodybuilding competition, the judges rate the half-naked bodybuilders on stage and then someone grabs the mic and starts talking about how they got bullied as a child? No one cares. They only care about the front double bicep.
And you know, when I lost 120 pounds, the first thing, one of my idols, like somebody that I really idolized in my life, the first thing that I heard is like, "Oh, you looked better when you were fatter." So it's like you can never please anybody.
He was tearing up when he was talking about that. First of all, why do some of you people say that to people? I got that a lot. A lot of people making fun of me when I was losing weight, saying that I was pancake ass. First of all, Mother Gothel does not have no pancake ass. Idiots. Y'all say that because you either have a fetish or you're jealous someone lost weight. Anyway, can we get a ranking? It's been a while. I'm tired of all these backstories. I want the ranking. The reason why we're all here.
If we're ranking each other in terms of attractiveness, I'm gonna go with the people who I feel energy-wise, who I think I'd be most attractive to.
That's not the challenge, Eric. It's based off of pure judgmental looks. You have the okay to base this off physical attractiveness. You don't have to be an enlightened body positive activist here.
In like a hangout scenario.
There you go.
Like, who could I vibe with? And he's like, I don't know if we can hang. We were talking earlier. So I'd put you guys more ahead because I think in a friendship, I'd be like more attracted to like, get a beer with you guys, hang out.
He put the obese man's body on the same level as the man that clearly worked for his. I can see finding someone attractive based on energy, but once again, not the challenge.
Amari, I think you've been in the first position for a while.
I'm more than happy to move.
That's your number 1.
Oh my God.
That's your number 2.
Liar! Liar! You lie straight to our faces. You're gonna tell me you're going to put the body that you idolize as number 2, the poop section. You lie. These are some body positive men. I want some men that will clearly judge physiques. Get bodybuilders. They will flex fight for that number 1 spot.
That's 2. And then one more. All right. I'll put myself here.
And then he put himself 3rd. You know damn well. And how funny is that he put skinny guy last place? Skinny guys always get hate.
Talking like non-physically, I think personality.
Wrong. What is this personality? My kitty doesn't know personality. It only knows beauty. And the title said, whose body is most attractive? Men. Always emotional and can't follow directions. Anyway, he also put the skinny guy last.
And then Ariel at a 4.
He didn't even say his name or give a reason. Why? Because skinny men get it really bad. They know what they're doing. They're protecting the fat guy right now and don't give a fuck about the skinny guy's feelings because he's skinny. Shoot, can you blame them though? Anime guy even put himself last.
I'll put myself last just because I feel like I'm more like laid back and reserved.
And he put the fat guy 2nd.
I would actually put Ariel at number 2.
All right, mama sees what this is. This is a looks aren't everything body contest. If you go through the comments though, most of the comments are, what the fuck is this? This ain't no body competition. It's a, I learned your personality in 2 seconds and I will rank that so no one feels bad type competition. Except for the skinny guy because we don't give a fuck about skinny people. And that's all very nice and I do like that from someone who has dated some men that were not the most attractive to others, but I love their energy. But that's not the challenge.
Based off of like how well I got to know each and every one of them, in that sense, I do feel like it was a good fit.
Well, of course you do. Look how confident he is now that he placed pretty high in almost all the ranks. Boy, if you don't, it is cute though. It's always nice to see people being happy. But like I said, he looking mighty confident after being told he was attractive by other people, which signifies to me that he's not very confident in what he looks like and he definitely knows who has the best body there. I don't think he truly believes that he is a third placer. The competition was skewed, and I have to agree with the comments. They failed the challenge. I demand a redo! But my pets, how would you rank them? It's okay, you're allowed to judge by the looks. It's a safe place to do that in the comment section. I've had a great time with you this evening, so until next time, my darlings. And remember, Mother knows best.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick up. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flick up.